All praises and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahushua Ba'ashim, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and all the Akiyam out there that be pushing this truth, but not in sincerity. In the name of Yahweh, though, for all Israelites and all the hopeful elect, and the remnant out there, for waking up to this truth. So today, what's today? Saturday, April 24th. Just I was actually talking to the Octa. I was watching that new Mortal Kombat movie. As back when I was younger, I actually liked those movies and the video games and things like that. But seeing that movie last night, there's scenes though, well, actually more than a couple of scenes where these fighters and they have a mark of a dragon. So anyone that see Mortal Kombat, they know what I'm talking about. It's a dragon and this over it, not over around it's the circle, and well in the movie, the fighters that have that they have it on their body, so it's they say in the movie it's an invitation to a Mortal Kombat fight. Well, they were born with it. They have it on them already as it is, and there was multiple of them that had that they want to say that birthmark. But one of the what it looked like one of the main characters, he had it on his chest. And the thing about it though, he never understood what it was. He just thought it was a birthmark. But another character told him, well, what that resembles is an invitation to a fight. But you see, you having that mark, it's through lineage. So that means forefathers, father, and they had that. So going back though, so going back, so anyone that had that mark though in that movie, their forefathers had that mark too of the dragon. So you see how that's passed down through lineage. All that though, people that had that mark, it was through lineage though. So if you didn't have that lineage, you wouldn't be able to compete. Because there was a girl too that didn't have that mark, but she was right there still in the mix. And but she didn't have that mark, so she wasn't able to fight. But she was just there. So see what I mean? So you having that, or them having that mark, was pretty much not saying yeah, it was an invitation to being able to show the ability and skills of what you got. Same thing with the you know us Israelites. We're through lineage though. It's passed down through lineage. What you think about it though is like who's actually gonna be a fighter? Who's actually invited to the Mortal Kombat? Who's actually woken up to the truth though and doing it in sincerity? See, that's why you gotta be humble and do these things in sincerity, no matter what. Yeah, anyone could have that mark though, but don't mean they're gonna be invited to the. I'm just giving an example. So like, I'm just giving an example. Just because you have the mark, don't mean you're gonna be able to be able to fight in the Mortal Kombat. You see, but we're trying to fight for serve the Most High. You know, so yeah, you could be anyone that have that mark though. Doesn't mean you're gonna be able to fight for the most, for the Most High like that. See, that's the thing about it though. Chosen, you're chosen though. If you're not, you're not. If you have that mark, you have it, and if you don't, you don't. And that's just the way it is. So you tell people that though, they're gonna feel some way though. But it is what it is. And I actually want to get some precepts about that. So this is Exodus 13:3, and it says, "And Moses said unto the people, Remember this day in which ye came out from Egypt, and out of the house of bondage, for by strength of the hand of the Most High brought you out from this place. There shall be no leavened bread be eaten." So do things through remembrance. You know, you want to pretty much like pass down that torch just to keep it alive. Because if you, by the time, like they said, that torch been passed down, but that's been the flame been out already. That flame been outer. But now Was you come into the truth though, that torch just flames up again. It's like, whoa, So then it's like, okay, I gotta do things how my forefathers would do it, and I gotta go by the laws and of course, walk the righteous way. So when you wake up to this truth, that torch is given to you and it's lit up, and you gotta run with it though. No matter what, you gotta run with that torch. So you see, so you gotta remember though, you know. So that's why we always gotta do. Look at this, Edomite doing the most. But yeah, we gotta do things from remembrance, no matter what, because our forefathers went through harsh labor, through a lot of things though. Even too being part of the tribe of Issachar, coming from Mexico, our fathers come, our parents come, grandparents come from down south up here to get a better living because know how harsh it is to be living down there. So a lot of them to do though, so we can have a better living for the kids, and that's you guys in Issachar, and they'll tell you that too. The parents come out here for a better living, for better anything though. Cause I've been in Mexico and it ain't the it ain't it ain't Disneyland. I'll tell you that much. You see the people, our people. You see them suffering. You see violence. You see the hunger. You see all kinds of things. But it's a different world out there. You see all kinds of different things out there than what you see here in America. And you see our parents, Issachar, or not just Issachar, from other tribes too. Is also they come from that bound just to get out of there for a better living. So you see, and guess what? Um, the USA, or this is pretty much Mexico for us from the parents though, to try to get the hell out of here. So we ain't trying to be in this shit, and that's just the goddamn truth. And just that's how it is, though. Get numbers 15 and 38, and I know I'm doing the getting the precepts and I'm getting the milk parts and things like that. It's because I'm new to this. I'm new to this, and I do read every day and try to do as much information coming in for me though, and then try to learn, the Akyam, both too, and oh, in the video that's dated is called humble to be sit down, be humble. I talk about the Akyam that really, really did help me. He actually woke me up and helped me too, and the water for him too, and Kowak too. He's a good brother that them two together I learned from. That's where I started off from, based on from them. I started learning from both of them. I haven't met the the brother, but still I still feel a connection through the phone. Just knowing the fact that he's out there, putting the word and been putting the work too. He's been fighting in the Mortal Kombat. Him and Amawan. So that's when based from them both, I learned from both of them. They're pretty much like like Raiden though. If you watch Mortal Kombat, you know what I'm talking about. They're like Raiden. So yeah, saying what I was saying, I'm getting these milk precepts, so it's I'm still learning, being honest to you, I'm learning. And it says Salakia, but it says speaking to the children of Israel and bid them that they make fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. So you see that though in camps. You see that put the garments though and put the fringes though for that reason, as remembrance, as in something for mercy though, and that we had to do. That's why out there in camp you see that, see the garments, you see the fringes, and you see the borders of ribbon blue, because it says right here, and the borders, the garments throughout their generations. The same way that dragon appeared on people's body for the fighters, the same way we try to, our garments are that, put them on, and well, I haven't got the privilege to go out there, but I see the brothers do that. So you see, so no matter what, we do things out of respect too, through generations. Of course, the Most High is not a respecter of man, but we're gonna try to do the best things to our ability to serve Him and to fear Him, of course. So we do all these things. We do the videos, and I try to, push as much as I can too, and things like that. So yeah, so you want to put them garments you want to put them garments, and you want to do all that and walk righteously and speak righteously too. So let me get a let me get. I actually read this yesterday, and it says, it's actually I actually like this verse right here. It says, "You only have I known of all families of the earth; therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities." You see, you the only family that I know, Israel. So it's like you having a kid, right? And his friend, you catch both of them tagging the walls, and you're gonna punish your kid, of course, because that's your kid. The other kid is like, "Hey man, go home," or you're gonna tell him, "Hey, don't be doing this shit right here with my son." But he goes home, and what? Your son comes home with you, and then you go and punish his ass. Shit, you got you got to did with some pootie tang. Got to pull that shit out, and what I'm talking about. People that see pootie tang too, got to pull that what he pulls out, and so that's the thing about it though. You're gonna punish your son because that's your son, that's your family. Same way when we're doing something though, uh, Jake's out there that be doing shit too. The Most High got something for them though because that's his children. We're all his. Oh, not all. So like yeah, we're Israelites. His children. So he says right here, "You only have I known of all families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities." See, he didn't talk about he didn't talk about Moab, Edomite. He didn't talk about none. He just said Israel. Shows you right there. O children of Israel, against the whole family which I have brought up from the land of Egypt. You see, going back to the first precept that I said, and all this is true though. Like I said though, to have that lineage though, you want to have that lineage because if you don't have it, then you ain't fighting the Mortal Kombat. And if through the lineage to us though, you having it though, fight, you could serve the Most High, and that's some powerful stuff right there. That's some powerful stuff right there. So you wanna make sure that you're doing everything the best of your ability though, and live righteously, and do talk to brothers too, and how to wake up the hopeful elect, or if it's already sealed, brothers that you have around you, man, just cherish that. So like I said, I just want to make a video about that movie and just do a little comparisons though. But of course, can't compare nothing to the Most High. But with that, Shalom.